Hey, what's going on guys? Dillon DeJesus here. Welcome back for another video. Today we're going to be talking all about the recent LV and Nike collab that was announced last week in Paris. Now it looks like we are slated to see 21 pairs of this Nike Off-White LV collab debuting in spring 2022. It looks like a lot of these are going to be using some rather unique materials, but I do like how some of them have the monograms embossed into the white leather that you can see here. And some of these are definitely going to be a lot more subtle than other pairs in this collection. What's funny is bootlegs of designer brand collabs just like this one have been around for decades, but there has definitely been an explosion of utilizing designer prints just like this in the sneaker customizing community over the last few years. There's even a lot of people on the internet who, when this collab was announced last week, thought that a lot of these pairs actually look like pairs of customs that they've seen before. So I think that this definitely sparks the question of, could this be the end of seeing this trend in the sneaker customizing community? Being that this is most likely going to be a very expensive, premium, hard to get type collab, I definitely do think a market will still exist of people who are trying to get an LV type custom just on the cheaper end. I think a really rather unfortunate circumstance of something like this hitting the sneaker community's radar as a whole is that there's going to be a large chunk of that audience that's going to think something along the lines of, oh boy, sneaker customizers are about to be in trouble, this is all they do anyway, and that couldn't possibly be any further from the truth. There are so many amazingly talented artists in this community who are doing completely original work. It just so happens that those LV type design customs are gonna be what a lot of the sneaker community sees being reshared, or that stuff's a little bit more likely to go viral, whether it be on TikTok or Instagram Reels. That's what a lot of people are gonna see from sneaker customizers. But I also gotta give a big shout out to my buddy Zach from Bald Boy Design, who made sure to let anybody know that thought this about sneaker customizers in the comment section when this collab was first announced. Zach also hosted a similar conversation about this exact topic with a few different artists just to get others' thoughts on the topic. So now, what comes next for sneaker customizers? Well, I've never been somebody who's completely against doing designer print stuff in general. I've actually done my fair share of LV and other designer brand stuff in the past. As a matter of fact, when we were first growing this YouTube channel, we knew that if we happened to put one of these designer brand type shoes in our thumbnail, there was a really good chance that video was pretty likely to succeed. And quite frankly, there's a lot of people who get started in sneaker customizing because they want to do something utilizing these other brands that they really like. And there's also quite a few people who have built a business who are able to make a living for themselves doing stuff like this. And being an artist is really damn hard. Making a living for yourself is not easy to do. And I absolutely know what it's like to have to take on work in order to pay the bills to do so. So I'll never knock somebody for doing any type of design that they want to do. I always just want to challenge all artists to continue putting out original work, keep trying to find your voice, keep trying to hone in on your style. If you want to mix in one of these designer prints every once in a while to try to grow your following a little bit more, I think that that's totally okay. I just think that if you want to continue to grow as an independent artist and really continue to grow your own brand, you don't want to become known for only doing these designer type prints. Because if that's all you become known for, if that's all people see from you, once you try to put out some of your original work, the audience that you've built up might not engage with it at all. So there's a chance that you might be building up the wrong audience for yourself. What you have to remember about these designer print customs is there's a really good chance that the person who's purchasing these is purchasing these because of the association with that brand rather than with your brand or your name attached to it. And when it's not about your brand and it's not about your name, there is always going to be someone who's willing to do it for cheaper. So that's going to be it for me today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please go ahead and give it a like if you haven't already. Make sure you're subscribed, and everybody get out there and just create.